When I tell I say Reuben Abati a sick man, a lot of them don't believe.
But I'm saying that any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only one term, that's a sign of desperation. It will not work.
When I see this man, they call Dr. Reuben Abati, well at all. For him to say that Peter Obi is a desperate politician speaks volume of the kind of personality he intends to be. He has a right to his choice of words. Also, he should be prepared to follow the backlash where it comes from choice of words. Why will you say it's an act of desperation that somebody says is just going to do just one time? I don't blame you. When it comes to Peter Obi, every vulture, hyenas, hippopotamus, they get the courage to insult Peter Obi. Most of us tend to get short memory. Atiku said something like that when he was contesting then, when he took a call, he doesn't mind to just do one time so that Igbo will have the opportunity to rule Nigeria. And nobody spoke about it. This one just come, just a talk, he run him mouth like tap. With all seriousness, it shows that a lot of people who are against Peter Obi in this country, they are much more than we can ever envisage or imagine. I don't blame him now. When very dark man run and down anyhow, most Nigerians they feel say no it too much. But for a long time, a lot of people know the para. But this one invests me so much. Now give me the relief like this. Before I move further, look gonna listen to waiting this money queen talk. Then we'll come back and analyze things just the way it should be.
But I'm saying that any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only one term, that's a sign of desperation.
Are you serious?
It will not work. Just like all these gambits about serving food, carrying plates, and doing boy at parties that could be better organized by event organizers. It's also a sign of desperation. It doesn't work. It will never work. And then the second challenge, of course, is that you say the North will buy into this idea of one term. No, the North will not. Because the civil war in this country has never ended. I don't believe that Northerners who are already aggrieved with a Yoruba president will just shift and embrace the possibility of an Igbo president. There are contradictions in this country that have not been sorted out. We should lay the emphasis on competence, ability. If the Nigerian people are politically educated to a point where they can vote for a competent person, regardless of where he comes from, regardless of his religion, that's when this country will begin to move forward. So all this, I will do one time, I will serve you food, I will give you agbado. No, please, that's not going to work, in my own opinion.
Yes, you've said it. Nigeria has not really recovered from the civil war and the politics of that period and all of that. But should we continue? That's what people are saying. And that's why it's time for statesmen to actually rise up. And why is a component part of the federation still being neglected? That's also on the conversation. When we started this country, independence-wise in 1960, it was started on the tripod. Democratically, the other two components of the tripod have ruled the country. So the debate will continue. Why is the third leg of the tripod being left behind?
So now, Mumu Abati, Dr. Reuben Abati, we go to quote Mumu law, where the law no even exist. They speak English, we say no sell. Look at just they come, they run in mouth like tap. They say somebody that wants to do one time, that person is a show of desperation. Wow. But Atiku did that about 4 years ago or thereabout. Nobody saw through it. There was an act of desperation. Now Peter Obi get desperate because he's an Igbo man. You went for that to say that the Fulanis, are you speaking for the Fulanis? Are you speaking for the Hausas? The Hausa will shock you this time. You're talking about competence. Is Peter Obi not competent? Is Nobu competent? You, Reuben Abati, I swear down, if you contest for election, I learned you contested once, that even a councillor seat you cannot win in your local government in Ogun State. I guess so. A councillor, Reuben Abati, you cannot win in your state. You can only stay for that television house. They wrap your mouth anyhow. It's this same you with your big head, shine head like this. You get in mind, they tell that guy, say, he cannot save 500,000 to save his wife. When you they talk, if bless you, they keep your brain for us. When you they knock you anyhow, when you come your station, and rubbish you talk. When they say the guy cannot save 500,000, a wife on a life. I pray Nigeria will do you one day. It will happen to you, understand? So even with your money will yeshegi, saying that the Igbos, that the civil war has not ended in Nigerian context or society. Really? So you mean that the civil war should continue to go even when the Igbos are not at fault? Babangida came out expressly to say that the civil war was not an Igbo war. Now, people like you who are journalists who are supposed to push that narrative very well, so that Northerners will understand this. What have you been able to do? You are telling that serving rice, serving gari, doing this because Peter Obi served. You say somebody serving that you should have take share. If you are not humble enough to do simple good things, those who are humble, let them do it. What Peter Obi has done, it is his own character. As you know, they talk for an area, you be like now rest of the sunnah Allah. For Christ not loud, why will you just go out on the national TV saying this? You're not ashamed in the use of words. Because your choice of words was not charitable. And Nigerians will come on you, will come after you, and they will not be charitable with the use of words. Your language was harsh, your tone was harsh. It shows your about bitterness against this man. Yet you guys will have the guts to be inviting him to your station. I don't blame you guys. I blame Peter Obi, who quickly run and twerk towards you guys when you invite him. We should have limit where you should go for interview, because it shows that you have biases in your mouth. Peter Obi is an Igbo man. If you're to be a Yoruba person or Hausa person, will you have the guts to say that? Yes, let's assume Peter Obi is desperate. What's his desperation for? To see that Nigeria change. What is the desperation of Peter Obi? To see that Nigeria become a better place. But your papa that is there now, and the article that you want him to lead, what is their own desperation about? To grab power and to steal our money and put it in their own bank account. Even at the age of 80, they still keep stealing. Wallahi ta'ala of us. Now this is not like a wawani. Wallahi ta'ala, now this is not like Abati, Reuben Abati, wallahi ta'ala ke wawani. Ke doloni. Now iska. Yeah, people for this country. They just hate Peter Obi for no particular reason. I just try to control my emotion. I will have insulted Reuben Abati much more than that. You can make your point clear without being insultive and provocative and attacking someone. I try not to attack you because people don't beg man in the course again. This is so. Now you laugh for kind of send to you. One shall go knife for fire your head. Then you shine head like mirror where say don't dirty. Guys, I'll see you soon. However, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to hit the share button. I remain the Eagle's Eyes.